In this video, we'll look at graphing lines using intercepts. This is most easily done if you have a line that's in the form ax plus by equals c. So if you have a line in this form, it's easy to find the intercepts by letting x be 0 and then letting y be 0, right? Alright, so if you let x be 0 and solve for y, that finds the y-intercept, right? And if you let y equal 0, right, that's on the x-axis, so that'll find the x-intercept. For this example, we're going to find the x and y-intercepts of the line with the equation given, and then find another point of the line and use our results to graph the line. Okay, so if we're trying to find the y-intercept, we're going to let x be 0, right? So we're going to say 2 times 0 minus 3y is equal to 12. Well, anything times 0 is 0, right? So we have negative 3y equal to 12. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 3. So y is equal to negative 4, right? 12 divided by negative 3 is negative 4. Okay, so if we let x be 0 and we found that y is negative 4, then we know that the y-intercept is 0, negative 4, right? Now the x-intercept, that we let y be 0, right? So now we have 2x minus 3 times 0 equal to 12, right? And of course 3 times 0 is 0, so 2x is equal to 12. We're going to divide both sides by 2. X is equal to 6, right? Okay, so if x is equal to 6 when y is equal to 0, then 6, 0 will be our ordered pair there, our x-intercept in this case. Okay, now we want to find another point. Okay, so don't let x or y be 0. Let x or y be something else. So how about I'm going to let, don't get crazy with it, keep the numbers small. Let x equal 1. Let's see what happens with that. So if we let x equal 1, we're going to have 2 times 1 minus 3y equal to 12. Okay, so I have 2 minus 3y equal to 12. And I've got to solve this for y. So I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. 2 minus 3y is equal to 12 minus 2. And now we have negative 3y is equal to, let's see, 12 minus 2 is 10. And so negative 3y equal to 10. Now we have to divide both sides by negative 3. Uh-oh, we got a fraction. When you just pick a random point like that, that will often happen. So we've got y equal negative 10/3, so which makes it a little bit harder to graph. Now, if you're just asked to pick another point and you just pick a value for x, if you end up with an integer value, great, that's always preferred. And you could think about what would I have to let x be, or what would I have to let y be so that the other one would be an integer. But don't necessarily worry too much about it, right? I mean, the goal of finding another point is to make sure that everything lines up. It's kind of a way to check your work, right? So I'm going to plot these. Okay, so let's start by plotting the intercepts. 0, negative 4 is one of them, and also 6, 0. Okay, so we're going to plot that. And then that's all we need really for a line, right? Just 2 points, but we're being asked to find a third just to sort of verify that everything's in the right ballpark. They should all line up, right? So the point that I found was 1, negative 10/3. Okay, so negative 10/3, let's see, 3 goes into 10 3 times with 1 left over, right? Okay, so 1, negative 3 1/3 there is really what we have. So I'm going to try to plot that. It's not going to be exact, right? But something like that. And we see that it does line up, right? It's about where it should be to give us the straight line that we need. So if you have a line in this form, ax plus by equals c, it's very easy to let x be 0 and solve for y, let y be 0, solve for x, and find the intercepts of the line, okay? And intercepts are really key points to a graph too, so that makes it very easy. Another side note to this, anything, just like with the point slope form, if you take this form, the ax plus by equals c, you can solve it for y, and when you do so, it'll be in slope-intercept form, right? Like if you subtract the ax from both sides and divide both sides by b, um, you can always get it into that other form as well. So just wanted to note that.